Hey guys, RJ here. Just wanted to bring you guys to our realm on the DreamCo. This is our first ever showcase of our builds on the DreamCo. This is just the perimeter for our mob farm. I've posted a couple pictures and videos on Reddit, and a couple of you have seemed interested in seeing some of the builds and what we've done with this area, so I figured I'd show it off a little bit. So first thing I'd want to show you guys is basically what we have up here. So the way that we have this set up here is our ticking area. So it's all set up in chunk boundaries. So we have smooth stone and smooth slab of andesite, just to kind of denote what the chunk borders are. And this is just to keep us organized and keep our minds on track when we're building down below. And I'll show that off in a second. So this central area right here is our, basically the center of the ticking area. So when we AFK here, right in the central area here, it loads all of the outer areas of the ticking area. So anything within the slabs gets loaded as long as we AFK in this area. Don't know why I have double doors, but I get paranoid. It's just in my nature. And that's fine. That up there is our pigment farm. My buddy Spartan, he built that in one day. Gosh, I think that's about 30 full-size portals. It's obviously not maximized, but that is just barely outside of the ticking range. So as you can see, it's just barely outside of the ticking range. Some pigment are falling, obviously. It hasn't been optimized for item sorters or anything like that. We're going to add more portals eventually, and we want to make it really big and add item sorters and have them all filter into a sorting system, but we don't have them. Oh, and we got some mobs here. And you can kind of see that they spawned outside of the ticking range. They didn't spawn on the slabs, and I'll show you why they did not. But this is our mob farm, and I wish it wasn't nighttime. It probably could have waited to start recording, but we'll come back up when it's daytime. But basically, because we have everything below cleared out and pretty mob-proofed, it will force spawns as long as you're in this central area right here, up in here. So all mobs should spawn up in there. We have a hopper clock in the center there that we're going to eventually make that more efficient. Every time that goes off, and hopefully I can catch it here, but every time that goes off, that sends a signal. Oh, it just went off. That sends a signal up those towers. This guy's going to bother me. That sends a signal up those towers. It dispenses water, and that flushes mobs out the sides. Those mobs will fall, and they'll land on these magma blocks. And not really sure, really? You had to do that right now? Not really sure why we have magma blocks, but they'll essentially fall with, they'll essentially die with fall damage. But they'll land there, they'll die. Those minecarts will pick up all the drops, transport them underneath the slabs here, and dispense them into here. This is all from one day of AFK, so it needs to be revamped. It needs to be more efficient. We're not done with this yet. We need to put walls in the floors to get rid of spider spawns. We don't need string. We have a wool farm, so we don't need string. So we're going to put walls in the floors to get rid of spider spawns. What else do we need to do? We need to put more carpet on the ground down in here. Let's go down here. But we need to put carpet on the ground to get rid of slime spawns. So you can see a slime down there. I have the slime chunks marked out with X's. And so we're going to mark these chunks out with carpet. Our goal is to eventually get this place gussied up with more carpet to eliminate the chance of any spawns whatsoever. But just so we don't lose sight of them, I marked them out with slime faces, because we might eventually want to use them. But we want to get the whole area marked out with carpet eventually. So I posted this picture on Reddit from an aerial view. I messed around with this design a little bit. These are non-slime chunks, and this is a slime chunk. But we do have two slime farms right here. This is one slime farm, and this is another slime farm. They're shut off right now, and what I mean by that is we have water flowing through them so that all of the mob density is being focused into that mob farm. So if we wanted to get slimes to spawn, what you do is you hit this button, and it sends a signal to both farms. There's a massive lag spike. So my buddy on the realm right now will hate me. So apologies to Psycho. It will get rid of all the water, making those valid spawning spaces for those slimes. And then slimes will start spawning on those spaces. And then they aggro the snow golems, jump at them, spawn, they fall to their deaths, and then we have a collection system underneath with hopper mine carts that eventually take them to a collection area. Oh, and there were a couple right there. They spawn really quick, but unfortunately that takes up the mob density cap. So if we don't need slimes, which we don't, we have like 3 double chests of slime blocks. So we're fully equipped. We actually start building with them. We don't need them. We want gunpowder. So just hit this button, and it shuts them off. It's actually a very easy build. You just, on the slime chunks themselves, you just put dispensers 3 blocks high. You need 6 of them. You can experiment with what works best, but this is kind of the setup that I found to work best. 3 blocks high all the way around. And then a torch tower going all the way up, and then we have a redstone signal that runs underneath. And the redstone signal actually runs underneath the ground here, connects to this one over here, and connects to these redstone towers, these redstone torch towers, and then connects the signal all the way up. So as soon as you hit that button, it connects all the way up. We have a melon and pumpkin farm that needs to be more efficient, carrot and potato farm that needs to be more efficient, but we need to, we're probably going to tear them up and probably decorate them a little bit so they can match a theme. But this is the interior. That ice right there is the collection system for the mob farm that carries gunpowder up. These columns right here, or this one column right here, is the collection system for the slime balls that go from both farms. This farm carries slime balls underneath the ground to this one and goes up as well. And then you can see that ticking, you can see the entire ticking area under here as well. So technically you could AFK under here, and as long as you're directly under here, you would load this entire ticking area, and that would also load this mob farm. But I have that AFK spot up there just because I feel like it's safer, considering I don't have all the slime chunks covered with carpet yet. I'm working on it. I have a separate AFK area for my wolf farm so I can get more carpet. As you can see, I started mapping out this slime chunk right here. This is in fact a slime chunk, so I'm going to carpet that one. All the other slime chunks are marked with X's, so I'll get to those probably tonight. Map those out, and then we do intend on covering this entire area with carpet. We do intend on decorating the walls and basically making this an entire decorative area. But you guys wanted to see this. I don't know if you guys saw, but we do have a super smelter over there too. I won't go over that in too much detail. It's a standard super smelter. Mumbo Jumbo built it on the Hermitcraft. It works pretty good in Bedrock with some modifications to the redstone. Another slime chunk over here, but that was basically it. That was just a showcase of the perimeter that I dug. I posted a lot of this stuff on Bedrock, but if you wanted to see any of this stuff, let me know. Just post down in the comments, leave a like if you liked the video, subscribe, and let me know if you want to see a tutorial on any of this stuff. A lot of this is pretty common stuff, but it's a take on different designs. So let me know, and thanks for watching.